All right, so the very first thing you need to do to get prepared to create your schedule in eFish is you need to clear out any employees who are no longer active, or in other words, who you don't want to appear on the schedule. Because what happens with eFish when you first get it connected is the POS will load all of the employees into eFish, and they may show as active employees when really they no longer work there. So you just need to go through employee administration and uncheck the active checkbox for any that you no longer wish to see on your schedule. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So when you first go to eFish, this is the landing page, the daily journal. You'll go to administration, employee admin. Make sure this hide inactive is checked. That'll hide any that are already deactivated, so you don't need to worry about those. And then this worked since, you want to make sure that says show all, because that way nobody will get missed. So what you're going to do is, as you can see over here, there's an active checkbox. If this is checked, then that employee is going to show up on your schedule, and you're going to be able to create shifts for them and so on. So you want to make sure that if they don't work there, that is unchecked. So the easiest way to go about this is to click this last shift title. That's going to organize it by the last shift they work. And if they worked super long ago, you're going to see that it doesn't have a last shift for them. So that's where you're going to want to start. And you're just going to want to go ahead and start unchecking them. You can go ahead and change the per page to 100 so that you can get them all done a little bit quicker. All right, and then as long as this person does not work there anymore, or you don't want to see them on the schedule, go ahead and deactivate them. And you're going to go ahead and do this all the way until you get to those employees that actually work there, and you just want to confirm that you do want them on the schedule. So these employees have worked. The last shift was 12/17. So it's still quite a while. So maybe they work there, maybe they don't. You just want to kind of take a look, and if they don't work there, uncheck it. If they do, leave it alone, all the way until you get through all pages of employees. Once you get that done, the schedule is only going to show you those employees that are actually active in this section here. So that's the first step to creating your schedule. Before you actually create your schedule in eFish, you're going to want to go through this employee admin section and just deactivate any employees that are no longer working for you or that you don't want to appear on the schedule. All right, so the next thing you're going to want to do after you've gone through all of the employees and made sure to deactivate any employee that you do not wish to see on your schedule, the next step is going to be to make sure any active employees actually have emails on file in the system, correct current emails on file. You can put in their phone number as well, but it's not required. So what you'll do is you'll go down the list. So let's say Brianna Curtis, we'll edit. And this general tab is where you're going to see the option to put in their email. So let's say brianna@gmail.com. If this email was invalid or already in use, you would get a little red indicator here that tells you, hey, the email's already in use, you can't use it. But it says this one's good, so then you would just go save, or you can go save and next, and it'll go down the list, so you can knock all of them out at once. But you want to do that for every single employee that you have on your schedule before creating a schedule or publishing the schedule, because what that's going to do is alert them that the schedule has been published. It's also going to be where they're going to get their notifications when approvals for time off come through, or shift trade approvals or denials, stuff like that. So it's very important to make sure that all your employees have an updated email on file. So once you do that, you'll come into the same section here through Administration, Employee Admin, and on this Employees tab, you'll want to make sure that Hide Inactive is checked and Worked Since is selected as Show All. So what you're going to want to do is find these highlighted employees. You can see that some of them are highlighted, and the highlighted ones in this matches and conflicts, it shows you the number of records found for that employee, right? So for example, Hair Alexis, there's one other match or conflict found for her. So what you'll do is you'll go edit, And you're going to come over to this matches and conflicts page. And this is saying this is a list of potential employees that are the same person. Select any records that are the same person as the one you are editing and click merge selected to consolidate the same person's data under one user account. Click dismiss if the entry is not the same person as the one you are editing. So in this case, it's saying that X works at Beach Blonde. And if we know, for example, that X is actually Alexis Hare, we would go ahead and click merge and merge selected. If this is not Alexis Hare, and we know that this is not Alexis Hare, we would go ahead and click dismiss instead, and that will leave them unmerged. So we're going to go ahead and merge the selected employee, and it did allow us to merge that. And then you're going to want to make sure that their email is up to date, because they will get notifications via email. So just ensure that that's up to date. You can include a cell phone number. They can get text as well if there is a cell phone number in there. And then under employment and jobs, it shows us now her employee number at Fractured Prune, which is a location, her job title, and then also that one we just merged where it says Beach Blonde is the other location, her employee number there, and her payroll ID there. Then you'll just go save and next. And you'll want to go down through the list and just make sure that all of your employees that work at multiple locations are merged correctly so that all of their locations are listed under the one employee under employment and jobs. And that's what you want to do before creating your schedule or running a payroll, just to ensure that everything's working correctly.